So today we'd really like you to speak on a very popular or rather, spoken about topic today, which is oxygen level in the lungs. I think after the COVID, especially the second wave, we've all become very conscious of this aspect of the amount of oxygen our lungs take and which is converted to our blood. So, is there a natural way where we can increase the absorption of the oxygen?
Yeah, oxygen is the one which we breathe is O2. Oxygen, O2, O is oxygen, 2 is two atoms. The covalent bond of O, two oxygen atoms bonding with each other. So if you take the air in the atmosphere where we live on the sky. You know that, right? After the land gets over, it's a sky.
It's a sky, yeah.
Yeah, unless there is a space you can stand on the land. So the sky starts from the zero, where there is air. You are occupying the sky, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Your body is occupying the sky, and that sky has air. You have an atmosphere around the earth, and this air has only 21% of oxygen.
True.
78% of nitrogen, 1% of other gas. So this 21% of oxygen only we are designed to breathe. It is not the lung here which is very important. The lung is a very amazing organ in the body, which is directly related to your prana. That is the oxygen. So we have done one program called cellular respiration, in which we have explained what happens in a oxidative phosphorylation in the human cell, which is happening at the mitochondria, conversion of glucose to ATP molecule, which becomes the high energy currency to drive your RNA and DNA, where the cellular function is happening, where all the hydrogen protons are converted to water, for which the blood comes and supplies the oxygen. So all your trillions and trillions of cells individually should be supplied with oxygen. And who does the job is the hemoglobin. So RBC is red blood corpuscles. Red blood corpuscle, if you see, there is a protein component inside which is more iron in nature, and this is called the hemoglobin, this protein component. When the blood goes and supply oxygen and other nutrition, everything to the body, and comes back, carrying back all the carbonic stuff and the CO2 and all that, it comes to the lower chamber of the heart and flow through the pulmonary into the lung, where it discharge all the CO2 and carbonic stuffs and all that, and then they absorb oxygen. Which one? The hemoglobin absorb oxygen.
Right.
So your lung has to be intact. Your lung has to be good. When will your lung be good? For a lung and heart both are highly interrelated with respect to their vascular connection, the pulmonary. So good body exercise, hard work, body works, which keeps your lung good, because as you exercise, as you play games and all that, your lung really expands. One of the best way to the modern society today, that we are not doing much of exercise, much of walking, much of household works and all that stuff. If you want to really develop your lung, you can take respirometer from the pharmaceuticals. You can go through the net and find out what is respirometer, how to exercise that. It is an exercise which you can sit in a place and do. If you can spend about 10 minutes in the morning and evening, you can really expand your lung. But here, even if your lung is intact and your lung is good enough, that is not enough for the oxygenation of the body, because your hemoglobin has to do the job. As you grow older and older, your hemoglobin becomes weaker. It is not rich enough, in the sense like that if it can pick up 100 points of oxygen, that can only pick up 60%, 60 points. So how to strengthen your hemoglobin is the Drachadi Kudini in one video we have given, which really improves the capacity of the hemoglobin back to normalcy.
Yeah.
If your hemoglobin is good, your prana to the body is good. Even though your lung is good, your breathing is good, your hemoglobin is not good, then you become tired. This anemic condition of excess bleeding and other things through the menstrual cycle or through the so many other ailments, bleeding piles and all that stuff, reduces your RBC levels. Then when the RBC levels are reduced, the hemoglobin is also lesser, wherein you become very tired very fast because body is not getting enough of oxygen.
Right.
So on the other hand, if you see, living in urban areas, we are totally having atmosphere polluted with vehicular population, factory pollutions, so many number of things happening around us. So our air quality is much poorer these days. In fact, if you would have lived in 1800s, you would have lived a blissful life as far as a non-polluted atmospheric air. Even now, if you go about, there are areas which I know, if you go about 250 kilometers away from Chennai to open lands, you can see distinct difference in your breathing. Your breathing is so smooth and so nice, without blockage. So such contamination has taken place in the atmosphere because of so much of, because see, the plant kingdom is continuously producing oxygen. What they do they are waiting for the sun to come, then the dawn is open, then they receive the proton from the sunlight. They observe CO2 from the atmosphere because they want carbon. CO2 is carbon dioxide, O2. So they absorb oxygen, CO2, carbon dioxide. They take the carbon. They don't want the O2, they leave it.
They leave it. Yeah.
Expel it back to the atmosphere. That is how the plant kingdom produces oxygen.
Right.
You understand? They absorb the CO2, take the carbon to produce their glucose, and then leave the CO2 out. This is constantly going on through the night time. Most of the plants reverse. CO2 will start coming out in the nights. That's why you should not sleep under the trees in the night. Your oxygen levels come down. Yeah, during the daytime you can sleep under the trees because your oxygen levels are very high because constantly they are leaving oxygen. There are many number of plants, many number of trees, 24 hours they leave oxygen out. Those lists also you can go and see in the net.
Yeah.
So these are all something which is respected to prana, the oxygen. The lung plays an important role. More than that, the hemoglobin plays an important role. And how to keep your hemoglobin rich, how to keep your RBC rich, there are ways about it in the traditional science, and how best that you are going to protect yourself from the polluted atmosphere, what counts. Thank you.